I'm gonna go and feed the doggies now. This is a terrible camera. Oh, what a mess. Now I've just prepared the food for them. So I've got 6 bowls, and you've got spaghetti here and chicken drumsticks. And yeah, I left them here not for long, and there's so many flies around, and I checked, there's only 1 drumstick that has a few little baby yellow eggs. They lay them so quickly, so that's going to be extra protein for my little babies. So it shouldn't harm them. There's only a few little eggs. They haven't even, not maggots or anything, haven't hatched. So they have chicken for protein, spaghetti for carbohydrate. Then I add a little bit of like green powder, to get some veggies, or I might just chop some of this up. I'll give that to them tomorrow, maybe. Some cabbage and carrot and Chinese cabbage here. These are just leftovers that my wife doesn't need. Yeah, so you watch me feed them now. Now they're all gonna go nuts because they know the food is coming. I'll show you these troublemakers. Hello, little babies. There's Bobby, and there's Dave, there's Jerry, there's Mum. Be quiet, shh. Shh. Quiet. So don't climb over, stay there, okay? Stay. No, wait. I'm gonna close that door, and you're gonna open it again. Look at it. Look. I'm gonna close the door. Bloody hell. No. Yeah, I better give them food quickly, otherwise they're gonna go nuts. So, well, they've got 5. Hang on, they've got 5 there. I don't know. One of them's got 4, but I don't know which one. Might be this one. I'll give this one to Sally. Okay, let me just open the conservatory. No, sorry, not conservatory. Oops, I can't. It's difficult with one hand. So I'll put this here for Sally. So I'll show you in real time how I feed them. This is a pantry. I'll just go and show you. All right, babies, you can come in. Give you some freedom. Okay, so now let's go and feed Sally. She knows this is her room. Sally, sit. Good girl. Stay there. Get back. Troublemaker. Sally. Stay. Sally, look at me. No. Sit. Good girl. Sally. Eat. So she's the first one to eat. And I'll close this so no one disturbs her. And now you guys are gonna eat. Okay. Give this big one. Look. So Bob and Jerry know this is their place. Get back. No, I said get back. Sit. Stay there. Stay there. Don't move. So I'll get another one for Bob. Oh, they're quite good. Stay there. Good boy. Bob, get back. Sit. Bob, eat. Jerry, sit. Jerry, eat. So okay, now those two, the monsters, are first. I'm going to lock this so that they don't come inside. Okay. Now I'm going to be feeding Betty. Betty, sit. Stay. Don't move. Betty, eat. Go on. Now it's stay there. Timmy, sit. Good boy. Eat. And now it's David. Stay. You're the smart one. Okay, round, go round. Sit. No, sit. Come on, sit. Good boy. Give me a paw. Good boy. Eat. There we go. So they're all eating now. All munching away. So I section them off. He stays in here so they don't fight because Jerry and Bob, they're going to finish really quickly, and so afterwards they want to eat the other dog's food. So yeah, it's a hassle because if they ever get into a fight and lock onto each other, it's terrible. You can't get them off. So especially with maybe raw meat, maybe they can get angry. Yeah, so that's my routine. What was I going to say? So when they finish eating, I'll leave them in here for a bit in the kitchen, and what I'll do is I'll close this door, and so they can stay in here. I'll close this door here, and so they can stay in the kitchen. They won't jump out, and I told them off. Sometimes Betty might jump out. She's the bold one. She goes out to check to see, to protect the house. But the others aren't allowed. Mind you, Sally is a naughty one. Sometimes she goes out. Sometimes they climb on top of the table. See, now she's finished. She backs up. She's finished. And she goes to join the rest. Mum is really slow. Betty's so slow at eating. So that's why I section that area. Because Sally's okay. She won't bother her. Timmy is alright, he won't bother her, but the others will. Good boy, Timmy. You have to fix Timmy. Timmy's got, look at that. He's got, he was bleeding here, so I'm going to have to fix him. I'm going to have to wash him and put the neem oil on again. These mites are just destroying them. I wash them, I put the neem oil and disinfect the carpets, and they still get infected. I don't know what to do. I can't afford the bloody vet, so I'm gonna have to sort something out. So anyway, that's the morning feeding, or afternoon. What time is it now? 12 o'clock. So the afternoon feeding routine. Part of my routine is to wash the dishes as well. So I've got all this cutlery and stuff to clean. Oh, this is my dad's knife. It's a really good knife. Last night, Sally destroyed it. Look at it. She must have climbed up on the table. She just chews on anything. So I'm going to have to try and salvage this. Yeah, so do the cutlery here. You can see. Yeah. When I wash up, I get loads of ideas. Sometimes it's the time of the day, or because you don't have to really think. You just wash it. You don't really think. It's a repetitive thing, and your mind can relax. And you can actually, think about something, Well, not actually think, your mind wanders and you can get good ideas, that's what I mean. So I got it wrong there. Today there isn't much, very little. Very little washing to do. Usually it's up to here. So I'll finish this off later, otherwise it's just boring just watching me doing this. I'm going to have my meal now. Now what I usually have is, I don't usually have the same food actually. I'm going to cut some dandelion. This dandelion I got from the garden, and you can you can save money because it's still greens, and dandelion greens are good for your liver because they help your sluggish liver to move faster, stimulate bile production. So I'll cut all these and then I'll show you from here what it looks like. So let me show you what what I'm about to cook. There you go. This is, what's this? Hake fillets. Anyway, white fish. It's maybe like cod or something. So here I've got cabbage. I've got asparagus. I've got dandelion from the garden. This is cavallo nero, or black cabbage. And then you've got some carrots here. And I'll just put some water and olive oil and sea salt and just cook that and eat that later on. It's kind of carnivore and vegan at the same time. No, it's a kind of pescatarian meal, so I'm eating that at the moment because all this is low histamine. Fish is high in histamine, but this fish has been frozen, so hopefully I'm not going to be sneezing my brains out later on. Yeah, I think I want to go more ketovore later on. Ketovore just means carnivore with a few herbs or maybe some low carbohydrate vegetables added in. I don't know, like dandelion or nettle or rosemary, something like that. So yeah, I'll see how I go, because when I try the carnivore or the ketovore diet, I think it gives me either more inflammation or higher, or it's the histamine maybe. If I can lower my histamine on a carnivore diet, then I can try. Anyway, I'll speak to you guys in a bit. I've got pea shoots here, and these, I'm going to add these pea shoots at the end and just wilt them. Now, pea shoots help produce in the production of DAO. I think it's what does DAO mean? Diamine oxidase or something like that. Anyway, this DAO helps you to control histamine in the body. But I was thinking, I'm gonna make my own pea sprouts or pea shoots. So I've got some pea shoots here in this bowl. Huh? I had pea shoots in the bowl. It's the bloody mouse. That's not a mouse, that's a rat. This whole thing was full of, I was hoping these things would sprout, but I still don't know. Because they're fresh peas from the pods, and I put them there to sprout. It's been 2 days, and I'm sure there's a bloody rat here. And because this one was here the other day, and I was in the other room, and this dropped, I heard this drop, and I thought, what the hell is that? It can't be a mouse. A mouse is not strong. This is really heavy. So it must be a rat that climbs up from this area here. And, I had my gluten-free bread. It's really expensive, the gluten-free bread. It's about £3. And I had it here. And the next day, it was gone. And I thought, I didn't eat it. It was just crumbs left there. So there is a bloody rat here, and it goes into that hole. You see, the dogs put their nose inside and they try to try to catch it, but they can't. The cat isn't really allowed because the dogs are here. She'll become their meal, so I don't know what to do. Yeah, well, anyway, I'm gonna have to sort that out. Yeah, so I put a little bit of oregano on top, and I'll put some olive oil on top. Yeah, I know you're not supposed to cook the olive oil, but it's okay. Okay, maybe I'll put it at the end. But if you cook tomato, then you should put olive oil, because the olive oil helps to extract or make the lycopene or certain compounds in the tomato more bioavailable. But what I'll do is I'll just wait until this is all cooked, and then add the pea shoots and then the olive oil. What I've been doing is I've been growing these. They look like hairs. Maybe I can stick these on my head. But these are lentil sprouts, and now they've become microgreens. They've become a whole bloody plant, actually. So what I do is I chop these off every day, and I add them to my meal. So like, if you want to make save money, budget, budget meals, you can just get lentils, stick them in a tray, and then lentils grow so fast. Look at this, and you can actually eat these. These are microgreens, and the good thing about, if you've got like histamine intolerance, they have roughly the same like vitamins and compounds that help you to produce DAO, and also they're fresh. You cut them, so they're not high in histamine. You cut them, and then you use them immediately. So that's the beauty of having fresh plants like these. For example, I've had this basil for about 3 weeks, and I've been using basil every day, and it costs slightly more than the basil that you buy in the plastic container, but the one in the plastic bag, the sachet or whatever it's called, you have to use it within a week, because immediately it's dead. It's cut off from the plant, and you have to use it because it increases in histamine every day, whereas this doesn't. You take this off, boom, you take it off, and then you eat it. But the thyme and the rosemary haven't fared too well, so I've used these up already. But this has been almost 3 weeks now, and not only that, because it grows, you get more and more basil. So you save money, and it's good for your histamine problems. Oh, and outside there's hollyhock. You can actually eat those. So they form part of my budget meals. I add them to my meal. I add dandelion, I add that one, I add the lentil. So you can save money, on your veggies if you don't have much money. There are ways to do it. And there you go. There's my bowl. It's quite healthy. It's a pescatarian diet. And I might go on to the carnivore again after I finish the veggies, or a ketovore, which means carnivore plus any veggies that I can find in the garden here. Yeah, I'll show you what it looks like. That's the house, that's my computer, and then there's a garden outside. Loads of bloody flies. Yeah, so I'm going to have my meal now. I'll speak to you guys later. Bon appetit. I'm going to get something. Don't you dare follow me. Stay there, okay? Don't jump over. Stay there. No, up. Don't climb up, okay? Stay there, okay? Don't jump over. Stay. Yes, you. Stay. Oh, I just have to go and get something. I'm coming back. Oops. Oh. Shaky camera. I need the new camera, babies. Yes, I'm back. Alright. I've got my tripod there so I can film Timmy being washed. Where is it? Don't you dare. Get back. Where are you going? Get back. Back. Close this. And then I have to put this on. But they can open this and they can jump over anyway. Alright, let me film you now. Show us your ears. Come here. He's in pain. You see, he's got his ears. Look at that. Look at that. And his other ear. I think there's ear mites. Look at that. He's bleeding as well. And on his back, see, he's scratching himself. And stay there. Stay. Let me have a look. Okay, he's bleeding here as well. I'm really worried he might get an infection, so I'm going to clean him up. Clean you up, baby. So what I'm going to do now is clean him up, wash him, and then put that neem oil all over him. Because I can't afford to go to the vet, so you know, you go to the vet, it bloody costs. Last time it cost 200 quid. And actually, to be honest, I've got somebody, 2 people donated, and yeah, so now I've got about 100 and from PayPal donations I've got this month. It's really great, and I thank you very much. You guys know who you are. 100 and something quid, 112 or 116, I can't remember. But that's not enough to go to the vet, but it's enough to buy neem oil and coconut oil, and I can try those things. Or maybe if I just contact the vet and just say, look, I've only got about 150 pounds, you know, and my dog's in trouble, can I be seen? And they might help me. You know, there are other services like that are cheaper, you know, for people who don't have any money. But I'm not within the catchment area, so I don't know. There might be vets that do things for cheap, you know, if you don't have enough money. But I think they're so out of the way. They're far away. But even if they're far away, I'll still go there. Well, anyway, for now, I'm going to wash him because I'm just worried he might get an infection. Because this is, it must be from the scabies, sorry, not scabies, mange. It must be. Yeah, look at that. That's nice, isn't it? It's nice and smelly. It's got a nice perfume smell. Yeah, and his skin here has changed colour. It should be very, not white, but very light. But he's got the mange. I think he's got mange, the mange. Yeah, like his mum. Poor thing. Good boy. Good boy. Good boy. Yeah. Let me brush here, okay? I'm not going to brush because obviously it could scrape his skin, but just to make him feel comfortable. All this area shouldn't be purple. Poor boy, look. So I'm going to give him some privacy and I'm going to start washing him, okay? All this area is that colour. So I'm going to scrub this and then I'm going to nuke this area. Oh, sorry, you can't see. See, this area is all that colour. And it shouldn't be that colour. Oh, man. Yeah, I know it's nasty touching this, but what am I supposed to do? Poor thing, he can't do it for himself. Oh. Hi guys, I'm tired. Now I'm having a tea and having some gluten-free bread with some Benecol butter and 2 blackberries mashed up, well, broken up. I'm just bloody exhausted. Sorry, I'm exhausted. And yeah, I'm just going to check the internet and just, I have to lie down. Yeah, so I think I'll call it a day. Yeah, just really tired. I think I woke up early and, you know, I didn't get enough sleep. And my wife was talking to me about something and speaking so loud this morning, and she left. I don't know, she's gone to a coffee shop to brainstorm. Because I think the internet here isn't so good because we live in a rural area. Yeah, but the doggies, I checked. Betty and Timmy, they're the worst too, and they definitely have fleas because fleas jumping on my forearm. So hopefully the neem will fix the fleas, nuke them. But yeah, so I just wanted to say thank you for the people who donated. And I've got about 100, if I add my money, it'll be about 150 quid. So I can go and see a vet, or should I buy, because the vet consultation is about, I don't know, 50 or 60 quid. And so I'm just worried it will go over. It's embarrassing, you know, afterwards, because they don't give it. They don't care. The last time I went to that vet, I said, I've only got 50 quid. Okay, so could you just keep the price low? And little did I realize that's just a consultation. Yeah, she gave me a bill of 200 quid. And I thought, how am I going to pay this? So my wife went mad. You know, so yeah, so they put it on her account. That's why she went mad, because she had to pay for it. Um, yeah, so I don't know what to do. 100, if I've got 120 quid, if I, well, 116, but do I buy some neem oil? Do I buy collars? They all need collars, they need leads. Or do I get, because I've got this histamine intolerance, I was going to get some quercetin and bromelain, and that will help reduce my histamine intolerance. So what do I do? I've got some extra money, but there's so many things that I need to get. I'm in trouble, the dogs are in trouble, but I'm just going to have to. I feel sorry for Timmy. I'm going to have to do something for him, because if he gets that infection, if he gets an infection on his back, it can be fatal if it gets bad. And I've seen some blood because he's been scratching. So yeah, I'm going to have to focus on him. I've got no choice. Betty, her ass, you can, it's like she's got no bum. The hairs on her bum have gone away, and even her tail is like thinner because she's been scratching her tail area. So today, I put all the neem oil in her, not in, but around her bum area and her tail. None of them like it. As soon as I call them, they know that smell and they walk away. And I try and grab them by the scruff of their neck. They don't want to come. But I did Betty, and I did what's his name? I did Jerry's ears, because his ears are starting to look red, and that's where they start. So yeah, so today I'm not talking about my problems. A normal video. So if you'd like to hear about my problems or stories, let me know. If you think these are boring, then I'll gladly indulge. I'll let you know. Some people say, I don't want to hear all this gloom and doom. Well, I put this video on and they'll say it's boring. So I am going to mix it up a bit. I think if you stuck around, thank you very much for sticking around to see how this goes. But I will do videos where I'm doing exercise and I'm taking supplements. But to take supplements and to eat good food, you need a bit of money. Well, definitely for supplements. So yeah, so when I have money for supplements, I'll definitely spend money on the supplements and let you guys know, exercise I'm doing, the meditation or whatever. So, give you guys ideas if you're in the same boat, or just to see somebody succeed, instead of going downhill, maybe you'll see that person start to go uphill, I know some of the videos are maybe boring or negative, definitely negative, but that's what I am at the moment. I've been like that for years. That's what depression is, A lady, I think she made a comment. She said, "Oh, it's not fair that your children should suffer or be in the midst of this depression." Basically the vibe was, you're depressed, you're complaining, and they're going to suffer. It's not fair. Okay, why is it I can understand her, but she can't understand me? Yes, I do agree, it's not fair on children, but neither is it fair for me to have depression, clinical depression. That wasn't fair. It's not as if I choose to be depressed. Pull your socks up. You choose to be depressed. I've got the one guy said, I've got depression. I've worked all my life. No, if you had severe clinical depression, you wouldn't have worked. So don't tell me, I have depression and I've worked and you can pull your socks up. I know that you guys, the people who say that, are well-meaning. You know, you guys mean well, but you have to understand that it's not that you're not in my shoes. It's that your mind, you know, I don't want to be rude, doesn't have the ability to open up and try and understand what it's like for someone. Do you know what it's like to uh, to walk with only one leg, for example? No, you don't. What a silly example. Yeah, but that's something that you can see, you can relate to. You know, oh, a person with one leg, oh, I feel sorry for him. A person with two stumps, no legs, you know, it must be really difficult. But that's something you can see, so you can relate to that. So that's very basic. But someone who has a broken mind, you might look at them and say, oh, they look normal. You know, what depression? You know, so there's a difference between depression, like, oh, I lost my job, or my girlfriend left me, or I don't know, I haven't worked in 6 months. Not to say it is a very bad thing. You know, I'm not putting those people down. A long-term unemployed, no way. And then comparing that to someone who has a severe a chemical imbalance or severe clinical depression, that they've tried so many things. They've gone to see therapists. They've tried everything, diets, this and that, and it doesn't work. And also the level of depression is not the same. So it's like saying someone just I don't know, stubbed their toe or burnt their toe is the same as someone who has, like, I don't know, 30-degree burns all over their body. You know, it's the same thing. Like, it sounds the same. Depression is depression is depression. No, it's not. Depression, there is a kind of depression. Oh, I feel depressed today, you know, but tomorrow I'll be okay. Or in 6 months I'll be okay. Or I am depressed. There's nothing I can do about it. You know, some people say, like, they're depressed. I didn't need to take medication. Well, maybe because your depression wasn't that bad. You think people want to take medication? I've been trying to come off medication for 30 years. I don't want to be on any medication. I try to be quite healthy. But sometimes you have to. You have no choice. You know, so yeah, so if the videos are a bit negative, it's life at the moment, you know. And I think maybe I probably will have it for life, you know. Even if I come off the medication, I'll still be a sensitive person, and, you know, more likely to become depressed more than other people, or I kind of feel more. It's difficult to explain. You know, my wife in the past, when I used to, like, like 15 years ago or whatever, 17 years, we used to sit down and watch TV, and there might be a film where they talk, when one person, you know, is dying, his girlfriend is dying, and she's on a deathbed, and she might say, oh, you know, and I think it's so romantic. Like, I'd have to put my hand, she's here, I'd have to put my hand like this, and the tears would roll down my eyes. I couldn't, and a lump in my throat. I'd have to leave the room, go into the toilet, and clean and sob a little bit, and then just go into another room. I can't handle sad, romantic, those kind of stories. It's just, you know, like, you know, you have those long lost, how do you call it? They never meet their parents, and then finally, after 30 years, they meet their father or mother, and they start sobbing. That destroys me. I can't, because, you know, I'm in that situation as well, you know. And I'd rather just watch some simple things, like simple comedy of the past, not even today's comedy. I don't get it. I don't understand it. I don't really understand. I understand the sarcasm of the past, in the 70s, but nothing nowadays. It's all rubbish for me. It's boring. I don't know. Or it's too exciting. It's too. So, yeah, so that's my video for today. Hope you guys have a lovely day, or if it's an evening, have had a lovely day. And yeah, thanks for watching, and see you in the next video. Bye.
My head in my hands, listen up, says my teacher. In front of the class, he says if you're not a believer, I'll love you, always that's on you. Better shape up